For many people, breakfast almost always starts here, in a battery cage where egg-laying hens spend much of their lives.
We look at the food system and we just think it's crazy. We think it's bad for the environment, we think it's incredibly brutal to animals, and we also think it's incredibly unsafe.
That's Josh Tetrick, the CEO of Hampton Creek Foods in San Francisco. He says raising animals for food is bad for both the environment and the consumer. So instead of hatching food, he's growing it in a lab.
Our idea is let's take the animal entirely out of the equation and replace that animal and replace those cages and replace all those greenhouse gas emissions with a plant.
So Tetrick and his team turned to science to create this, a plant-based product with many egg-like qualities. This one is made of beans. He says it scrambles, it's good for baking, and that it binds water and oil to make mayonnaise, just like a chicken's egg.
We have biochemists and food scientists and chefs that spend every single day behind you searching for our Beyond Eggs plants that can not only replicate the egg, but actually surpass it.
Tetrick says his eggless eggs surpass the conventional ones not just in cost, they're nearly 20% cheaper, but by reducing greenhouse gases and eliminating the need for caged hens.
These chickens are fed massive amounts of soy and massive amounts of corn, which require massive amounts of fertilizer, which require massive amounts of oil.
He says the inspiration came during the 7 years he spent in sub-Saharan Africa, where he saw firsthand the need for sustainable and renewable agriculture. He says this is the future of food.
We want to create a whole new model that makes the current system obsolete.
His concept impressed billionaire Bill Gates enough that Gates has now opened his checkbook to back the cause. While some people may worry about food from a lab, Tetrick says his veggies are not hatched through genetic modification. That will probably not settle the age-old debate, though, about which came first, the chicken or the eggless egg. In Washington, I'm Arash Arabasadi for VOA News.